Tigers baseball on Fox Sports Detroit is presented by
Bell Tire.
Tonight, the Tigers take their road show to the great state of Texas. We're in Arlington tonight here at Globe Life Park. And we welcome you to Game 1 of this series featuring the Detroit Tigers and the Texas Rangers. Hi again, everyone, and welcome to Tigers Baseball. Mario and Pemba alongside Kirk Gibson. Hot, steamy night for baseball here. The Tigers trying to right the ship after losing 3 out of 4 in Kansas City, Gibby. And, well, they got the right guy on the mound. Michael Fulmer, with a little bit more luck, probably has a few more wins.
Yeah, Michael Fulmer, remember the ace, the Rookie of the Year a couple of years ago? He's throwing the ball great as he ever has. Doesn't have the wins to show for it. He's got all the pitches, but really the pitch that I think is key to him is the slider. You can see that he just dominates pitcher. He's got the release point that's getting more and more consistent. He throws it on the outside part of the plate, on the inside part of the plate. This has been a great pitch, but I keep looking. People keep dissecting. What's wrong with Michael Fulmer? He's only got 1 win. No run support, 3 runs or less, and 5 of 6 of his games started this year. And he's just really trying to be perfect, but the Tigers' offense has really been struggling. 3rd most left on base. What are you going to do? We got to score some more runs. We got to lift this guy up. If he has a little stinker tonight, got to pick him up. We got to get Michael Fulmer on his way so he can feel like he's the Rookie of the Year again.
All right, now one door closes, another opens. Miguel Cabrera put on the disabled list with a hamstring problem. That means John Hicks gets a great opportunity back in the lineup today. He has taken advantage of that opportunity.
He is one man's misfortune, another man's opportunity. John Hicks plugged in at first base since Miguel Cabrera has went out of the lineup. He's going to be out for a while, and Hicks, he came here mostly as a catcher, playing first base and doing a good job. Was tested in the last series in Kansas City, big time in the Tampa series, and he really handled everything. He had 1 missed bobble, but how about the bat? How about the smart play, the suicide squeeze, safety squeeze to win the game? So he's shown he's got good smarts. He's got pop to left field. He's got pop to right field. And he may be just what this offense needs moving forward.
Gotta love John Hicks. He's been getting it done for the Tigers, trying to win Game 1 in this series. It is just minutes away, but right now we send you back to the Coliseum Studios and John Keating. can be. Come to Comerica. And by Jeep, see your Jeep dealer today and experience the freedom that comes with legendary capability. Back here at Globe Life Park, we're in Arlington, Texas tonight. Steamy night for baseball. Tigers opening up a 3-game series here against the Rangers. Rangers struggling to start the 2018 campaign. Here is the starting lineup for the Tigers tonight. It is presented by the Southeast Michigan Ford dealers, and for Ron Gardenhire this evening, it'll be Leonis Martin leading things off, then Jamer Candelario and Nicholas Castellanos both back in the lineup today. Victor Martinez, the DH batting cleanup. You got Hicks at first, Jacoby Jones in left, and a bottom three of McCann, Iglesias, and Machado. That's how the Tigers will line them up. And they will face a left-hander tonight, presented by Jeff Glover and Associates Realtors, Matt Moore.
Matt Moore on the mound, 1-4 with a 7.67 ERA. Used to have high velocity, 97 mile an hour. Had Tommy John. Has not got the gas that he used to. He's got a pretty good curveball still. 7th start and 8th appearance. And he goes tonight.
So the Rangers, who you mentioned not playing all that well here at home this year, 5-15, which is their worst 20-game start at home since 1985. And the Tigers hoping to take advantage of that here beginning this evening.
Tigers really have not. They've had a lot of pressure in the last series. They're unable to get the big hit. Everybody's dissecting how do you do it, and hopefully they have some better at bats tonight.
So here's Leonis Martin to get things started. Martin, Candelario, and Castellanos for the Tigers against Matt Moore. Lights are on here at the ballpark. A little bit of sunlight, but that's starting to fade now. Most of the field covered by the shade. Martin, the former Ranger, back in town here with his former team. First pitch is inside, 1 ball to no strikes. Globe Life Park, it's our first and only visit to this ballpark this year.
That brings back memory, that porch right there.
High fly ball into left center field. Shields going back, and he'll nestle under it for the out. 1 gone. By the way, if the Tigers combine for 3 or more home runs in this game, simply bring a copy of the Tiger Box to a participating Arby's location tomorrow. Get a free small order of curly fries in the process. It'll bring up Jamer Candelario.
Well, good to have you back. I hear you found your voice on the way on that little hiatus you took, huh?
I did. Graduation went well. On my voice, things are good right now. Candy was out of the lineup yesterday, and back in there today. He's been bothered by a sore thumb. That'll miss inside. So really this year, Jamer has had to deal with the bad wrist and now the bad thumb.
Well, when you play 32 out of 32 games, things are going to start to add up, and they did.
Chopped to third base, deep behind the bag. Nunez, his throw is on target, 2 gone.
Jamer just little roll over here, top spin. Good drop step right there by Kiner Felipe. Strong throw across the diamond.
That'll bring up Nicholas Castellanos. We are so used to seeing Adrian Beltre down at third base. He is currently on the disabled list, although very close to coming back. They've got a few of their big timers on the DL coming into this series. Big swing there by Castellanos. Nick dealt with the flu yesterday, as many of the Tigers are. I know Matt Boyd had it recently. And all Nick could do yesterday was pinch hit late in the game. The 0-1 is high, straightens him up with a fastball. 1-1. Been a good start to the year for Castellanos. 311. He's knocked in 21 runs this year. 1-2. I think the Tigers rolled into the series. They saw the numbers that Matt Moore was putting up this year, and they were kind of licking their chops coming into this game.
It's always a good place to hit right here as well.
Now the 1-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. In his last start, Matt Moore allowed 11 hits and 10 runs, all earned in 4 innings of work. That'll beat up your ERA pretty good.
It has, yep.
2-2 is lifted in the air to right field. Slicing back toward the corner. Mazzara is under it for the out. And the Tigers go in order, a 1-2-3 first inning for Matt Moore. Michael Fulmer takes the hill for the Tigers. It's going to be Michael Fulmer on the hill, presented by Family Heating, Cooling, and Electrical.
Michael has not had a win in his last 4 outings. Throwing the ball pretty good, though. ERA down there at 2.80. Throwing the ball good. Tigers have not given him a lot of support, but hopefully we'll have a nice balanced attack today both ways, and Tigers get a victory.
Delano DeShields will get things started now for the Rangers here. And Fulmer delivers inside 1-0.
Talking to Gardy for the game in his office, and he was talking about, Fulmer has struggled a little bit in the first inning. So what do? You have them warm up differently. You have them do the stretch, set them down. They're not there yet. However, it will become a concern if it continues.
Bounce foul down the third base line. 1-2 on DeShields. Well, you were talking about this on the open, but Fulmer has been good in every single start this year, with the exception of the Cleveland start, in which he gave up 9 runs, 6 earned. But otherwise, quality starts all the way around. That's driven toward left center field. Martinez on the run, still going, diving, and Martin with a catch in left center. Stretching out to his right. Terrific play.
Good communication right there at the last second. You could see both outfielders running at the ball. You're going to take it. Am I going to take it? Looks like Martin makes the late call. Races in there and makes the catch. You got to trust your outfielders. You got to trust your partner. That could be ugly, but see Jacoby behind Martin, and he makes the catch.
Leonis patrolled center field here for about 5 years in a Rangers uniform, so he is very well aware of what this ballpark plays like. Shin-Soo Choo, the batter, and Choo takes the ball high, 2-0.
Now, the interesting thing to watch, last game Michael Fulmer came out in the first inning losing a lot of pitches arm side and high. He has missed 2 here up in the zone as well.
2-0 is fouled back by Choo. Shin-Soo batting .245. He has power with 5 home runs so far this season. Fulmer now with the 2-1. Little chopper to the right side, foul. Here's the rest of the lineup for the Rangers, presented by the Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. We saw DeShields and now Chu. Jerickson Profar batting third, Mazzara cleaning up, then Gallo. You got Connor, Falefa, Guzman, Chirinos, and Nunez. They had a late change to their lineup. They had an injury, and so Nunez now playing third base and batting ninth. And that one just missed, man. Fulmer, no, it is strike three. Late call there by home plate umpire Alan Porter, and Fulmer gets his first strikeout.
Good late movement on this pitch. It moves right there on the corner. Swing back. Alan Porter, he's going to give you more low and in the inside part of the plate. And Chu does not like it. He probably has a case, but not going to matter. Alan Porter has made the call.
Jerickson Profar is batting third, playing short. As you look at the crew tonight, it's Porter. Bill Miller is your crew chief. Angel Hernandez, Todd Titchener round out the crew. In on his hands, grounded to first base and gobbled up there by Hicks. And now he's going to shovel toss. And they get the out. 1, 2, 3. Go the Rangers in the first. We go to the second.
Let's take a look at the Rangers starting defense. Out in left field, Joey Gallo, Delano and Shields in center, Nomar Massara in left, Nunez, Profar, Falefa, and Guzman on the infield. Robinson, Chirinos behind the plate. Matt Moore's on the rubber. Get ready to get raked.
Victor Martinez followed by John Hicks and Jacoby Jones in the Tigers' second. Vmar 257 had a really good series against the Royals. 6-4-11 against KC. So Vmar, after going through a rough stretch, has now really started to perk up. He sits safely in 4 straight. Little chopper back up the middle. Profar has it, and 1 gone. 4 straight retired now by Moore, the left-hander. It'll bring up John Hicks. Well, the Tigers realize they're going to have to do something to pick up the absence of Miguel Cabrera. Hicks has certainly done his part. He's done a nice job offensively. 5-game hitting streak now for the catcher slash first baseman.
He likes the fastball.
And now up to a .292 average.
Home run to center field in Kansas City.
Got under that one and skies it to right field. It'll be Mazzara, and there are 2 gone. 5 in a row retired by Moore. It'll bring up Jacoby Jones. What have you seen out of Jacoby lately, Gibby? He went through that stretch where he was red hot, but now 1 for his last 17.
Yeah, well, it's the way it goes. It's never that easy. I think the pitchers made some adjustments to him, made better pitches. And sometimes you try and keep it, your hot streak, you keep that feel, but usually it starts, you hit the ball good, and then they make good plays on you. You hit it right at somebody, and then the next thing you know, you're trying to figure things out too early, and you don't need to. Swinging at good pitches, getting good counts. Lloyd McClendon, he's checking in every day with Jacoby and all the other Tiger hitters.
Jones rifles one fair down the left field line. It'll go to the corner. Extra bases for Jones, and he will pull in with a 2-out, 2-base hit. Well, the Bernstein advantage, the hard hit rate this season for the Tigers, right on cue there with Jones. They're at 29% as a team.
Yeah, right behind Oakland. What does it all mean? This is definitely a hard hit ball. You're talking that's 2 for 18 now, and hopefully that gets Jacoby going. He has a monster day. He's got a lot of ability, playing defense, offense, all aspects. A game changer.
There's another guy that has been swinging it very well. James McCann with a 5-game hitting streak. Good series in KC, played 3 out of 4 games there. Grayson Griner, who was recently called up, caught yesterday, so James back in there today. Back 3 home runs. He has knocked in 13. Swing and a miss. He was out in front, 0-2. Moore came into this game 0-3 at home this year, but more alarming was his ERA. Nearly 8 in this ballpark. Now they go 2. Ooh, look out, almost hit him. Up and in, spun him out of the box.
Definitely a purpose pitch. When you get out, no balls and 2 strikes, you want to move them. This one's a little high. McCann properly turns away to protect himself.
Moore is 28 years of age, out of Fort Walton, Florida. He goes 6'3", 210. Former Ray. Ground ball to short. Profar gobbles it up. And the Tigers are turned back. No runs. They get a double, and the strand man will go to the bottom of the second.
On left field, Jacoby Jones again, Leonis Martins again too, and Nick Castellanos pretty steady out there in the outfield. Chamber Candelario back at third base, Iglesias and Machado up the middle. John Hicks over at first. Michael Fulmer's throwing to James McCann behind the dish.
Fulmer had a 1-2-3 first inning, and now he's got Nomar Mazara, Joey Gallo to follow, so there's some power in the first two spots here in this inning. Although Mazara has only one homer this year, he drives this one in the air deep to right. That ball is going to go. It's out of here off the facing of the second deck. And it's a home run for Nomar Mazara. Well, make it 2 home runs this year.
Hey, down the year, this kid, big boy, and he's played well since he's been up here. They like him. Looked like he got a Michael Fulmer fastball. Actually, it's a slider. Doesn't break like he wants it to, and stays out over the plate. Upper deck.
So here is Joey Gallo, who can hit him even farther. Looked like he went around. He did. So says Todd Titchener. Gallo has 12 home runs on the season. Interesting to see how the Tigers play him defensively. They are shifting to the right side, as you would expect.
Yeah, this would be under the George Brett theory. If he was over there at third base playing shortstop, go ahead and bunt it, because Gallo, like you said, has 12 home runs. Do not want him swinging for the fences. So if he wants to bunt, let him.
Big swing and a miss there, and Fulmer dusting him at 96 up at the letters. 2 punch outs now for Michael. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa now with 1 out.
That's a name tester there, isn't it?
He is one of only 3 players ever in the big leagues to have a hyphenated name.
So who are the other 2?
Well, Ryan Roland Smith of Seattle was one of them. And the Rangers have, I got to get the Rangers. He is the 3rd guy. Here's a ground ball left side of the infield, and scooped up there by Mr. Iglesias for the second out. By the way, the Tigers take on the Mariners this Saturday, May 12th at 4:10. The first 20,000 fans receive a free 1968 50th anniversary tote bag. For tickets, call 866-66-TIGER or go to tiger.com. 2 away now for Ronald Guzman. They've got some big guys in this line, man. Guzman goes 6'6".
235. Look at here. Look at here.
Right back.
Oh. I had a shot. I had that one. Anyway, they got the big left-handed hitters for good reason. That short porch out there. 350 down the line, 377 up the alley with an overhang.
There are the dimensions of Globe Life Park.
Carries well to right field.
Flared back out of play.
We've been coming here a long time. This stadium has been here. It's a new stadium, yet it's one of the older new stadiums. They still have the same PA announcer since '79 when I first came here.
Chuck Morgan. One of the best in the business.
Sounds the same.
Broken bat for Guzman, so he is back to the dugout.
Never had a problem sweating on this facility here.
I can imagine.
Michael coming with some gas there. See, it's right on the label. Firewood.
Tried to get the youngster to go chasing, but he wouldn't do it.
You can see that he really likes to get his arms out on his swing. That's why you see the Tigers trying to tie him up, keeping it tight, get in on the plate.
3-2.
Guzman just 1 for his last 19, so he's in battle mode right now. And he'll take himself a walk.
That's pretty close.
Stares in at Alan Porter. Yeah, you can tell Gardy didn't like it either.
Pretty close. Ball's running back on the plate. Thought he'd get the call, did not.
Here is Robinson Chirinos, who despite a low batting average has power, 6 homers. Chirinos hit 17 long balls last year. Rangers lead 1-0 on the Nomar Mazara home run. Popped up, shallow right field. Machado back, and he'll run it down to end the inning. They get a run on the home run by Mazara. 2 in the books here in Arlington.
Iglesias should have come here to stop him. And then at second base, we had the same thing. If you run in here, he's going to have to retreat. Tigers had a little lack of communication right there. Mike Moustakas got a double off the wall and both runs scored. And when you're in shifts, those situations present themselves, and it's not like you draw them up all the time. So Tigers got burned on that, and certainly have addressed that so it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, Gardy talked about it before the game, as a matter of fact, today, saying that's something we definitely have to work on. It's not something you can just say, well, you know what, I either cover one spot or the other. We've got to figure that out. And I think Iglesias will get some tutoring on that, as will the rest of the infielders. Shifting is certainly, it's created some issues in terms of covering bags in the normal plays that you're used to seeing.
Well, for sure, one of the Tigers should have run towards the bag to stop the advancement. That was Whit Merrifield, who's very scrappy, and you'd almost anticipate him doing something like that. But the Tigers had a new third baseman in there yesterday, and Merrifield had done his homework and knew that maybe he wasn't quite so comfortable out there, and he challenged him, and they did it from first base as well, and it worked for him.
Popped up right side of the infield. And hauled in by Guzman, 1 gone. Menards brings you the big money encounter. We were talking about this a little bit earlier. In fact, the highest ERA at home this year, KB, belongs to this guy right here, Matt Moore.
7.79. That's incredible. We need to get some runs on him. That we have really not hit many balls hard. Jacoby Jones had one hard hit ball, the double down to the left field corner.
By the way, we got that third hyphenated name in the big leagues.
What do we got?
So we have Kiner Falefa here in Texas. Roland Smith in Seattle. That's lined to right field for the second out. And Austin Bibbins Dirks played for the Rangers.
All Rangers, huh? Must be something they scout by.
Well,
Huh?
2 out of 3. One was Seattle. Roland Smith was Seattle.
Is he from Australia?
I believe you're right, yeah. We got some nachos.
He's not argumentative, so he's on board.
The mom's eating all the nachos.
He welcomes it. He doesn't even want the chip. He wants the cheese only.
I can't say that I blame the young man.
Nice Tiger uniform he's got on there.
Oh, I thought he was just using his fingers. He is using a chip. That's okay. Martin, the batter. And Leonis watches one sail outside, 1-2. Fly to center field in his only at bat. The Rangers originally signed Leonis Martin when he was 17 out of his native Cuba. And Leonis spent 5-6 years here in Texas, a little bit in Seattle. The Tigers signed him in the offseason, the leadoff, played some center field, and I would say he's acquitted himself quite well.
He's done well. Impact the ball. Good defense and a strong arm.
Driven toward the gap in right center field. That's got trouble written all over it. It's up against the wall. Martin will cruise into second with a 2-out double.
I tell you, he's really staying back, seeing it well, and taking a good aggressive swing. That's a 2-strike swing right there. Ball comes right at the shoulder. He recognizes it. Doesn't try and pull it. I'll take it.
Tigers have 2 hits, both of them doubles. They failed to score. Jones with his 2-out double in the second. Here is Candelario. Bounce out 5-3 in his only at bat. And Candy looks at ball 1. Chambers had some extra base pop this year. 17 extra base hits. He's had 3 triples, 4 homers.
Got a good eye as well.
High ball 2. Moore came in allowing 27 runs this year, the 4th among American League starters, 4th highest total. And it looked like Porter wanted to go up the right hand, but held back. Now 3-0. Matt Moore acquired in a 3-player deal last December with San Francisco. Lots of Tigers fans in attendance here tonight. They all seem to like the nachos. And there's a 4-pitch walk.
Let's take a look at some of our umpires report today. Get this BIS. Alan Porter behind the plate tends to call strike zones by the book, but calls strikes well above average, high and outside. That's the left-handed batters. Now we got a righty up. Spans the zone belt high on the outer third at the plate. He's got Gardy twice. It's our ejection report. Did not get me. I'd like to get Mario.
Some days that's pretty easy.
Now, the other night we had Jeff Nelson's report, and it was pretty much to the T. Alan Porter's been around for quite a time, and he ejected Gardy once for arguing a call at first base in 2012. The other was protesting a warning given to the benches in 13. So Gardy's calmed down since then, hasn't he?
A little bit.
Only person, Gardy, multiple ejections.
Castellanos rolls it foul at third base.
Good time for a gapper, Nick.
0-2 on Nicholas, who flied to right field in his only at bat.
They're playing him, shifting him to the left side of the diamond on the infield. And look at there, they're taking this whole gap. And Nick hits a lot of balls right out here. You can see the bookends right here. Trying to take that away and leaving this out here, this area. For Nick to rake, get 2 RBI and a double.
41 hits this year for the Tigers right fielder. That is good for 9th in the American League. Trying to pick up Martin and Candelario here. Soft line drive to center. That's the base hit. Here comes Martin rounding third. He will score. Throw coming to third base. Safe there, and Nick will take second. It's a 1-1 ball game. Castellanos comes through with 2 outs.
Good job by Nick. Didn't get the gapper, but got up the middle. Look at, you got 2 runners going. When Candy decides to go, he's got to get there before the run has to score. If he gets tagged out before that, the run does not count. A good job, though, of the lead runner, Leonis Martin, scoring before he did get there, and the Tigers get the move up by the throw to third. Nick ends up on second. Base hit. We got 2 more.
Tigers cash in on the 2-out double by Martin. Here is Victor Martinez. And he is a base hit away from giving the Tigers the lead. Vimart bounced out his first time up. Moore will throw from the windup and delivers a strike. 0-1 on Victor. Well, all that cheese, all those nachos, you need some water.
Let's cool it down. Let's cool that cheese down. Let's stiffen it up a little bit.
Line drive to center, base hit. 1 run scores. Nick rounding third. They send him home. Throw is airmailed, and Victor Martinez drives in 2 more with a base hit. 3-1 Tigers.
Victor stays hot. Tigers putting a rally together right here. Picks up another run. Right up the middle. Off the end of the bat a little bit. Does a good job. Watch Nick. He's going to come around and score. And Victor's going to think about going to second, but he reads this throw, which is very, very high. He's thinking about going, but realizes and retreats. Just about anybody else might go to second. Victor realizes he's not as fleet as foot as he used to be. He used to run okay.
There's a base hit to right field off the bat of Hicks. And so all of a sudden now, after the first 2 are retired, 5 straight reach. Time now for the Lowe's whole team together. The Tigers crush lefties. They have been one of the better teams in the American League against southpaws.
Numbers don't lie, do they?
Well, the other good thing to see here is that the Tigers are cashing in because they left 37 men on base in the 4 games in KC. Nearly 10 a game, so that's way too many. Now Jacoby Jones.
I like it. This is 2-out trouble right here. Had 2 outs. Iglesias made the first out. Machado lined to right field. Then Leonis Martin, a double. Candyman a walk. Single by Nick with men on base. Single by Victor, men on base. By Hicks. So the Tigers getting a good long inning going, keeping the pressure on.
And finally, Michael Fulmer also getting some support, which is something he's not had a whole lot of this year. Jones all of a sudden is the 8th man to bat in the inning after the first 2 were retired.
What does he do? He's got all these runs. Got to keep it going like it's a 0-0 game. Can never let up. Now this does pose one problem. It could is he's sitting a little longer than normal. This early in the game he should be fine. Should not stiffen up.
1-2 on Jones, who came in 1 for his previous 17 and then lined a double to left field against Moore. Rangers, as far as their pitching staff is concerned, they have really scuffled. Their ERA is 12th in the American League, nearly 5. And there were some rumors that we heard today that perhaps they might want to take a look at Matt Harvey. Swing and a miss, and Jones out on strikes to end the inning. Very productive inning, though. The Tigers grab their first lead of the game, 3-1.
Michael Fulmer in his run support. Tigers have been struggling to score, leaving guys on base. Not tonight. Run support average 4.33. Tigers are above that. 10th in the American League. But tonight much better. It's what we're calling for. Michael Fulmer's got some runs, got a little bit of a lead to work with. Pitcher shouldn't have to be shutting somebody out every time. Just be good to see, have the offense and the defense and pitching, everything just come together for a big streak here. We can get up to 500 and get on with it.
Every outing this year except the one in Cleveland has been a quality start for Fulmer. Went 6 innings against the Rays, allowing 2 runs, struck out 5, but received a no decision in his last start. Nunez strokes one to short, and right there for the hop is Iglesias.
Tigers, if you think back of their schedule, they had a 6-game schedule. They were in Baltimore. Where else did you guys go on that trip? You went to Baltimore, then you came home. That was 6 games on the road, then Correct. 3 at home, and now 4 in Kansas City. 3 here, and they get a day game on Wednesday, and back home they got to have an off day coming up pretty soon.
Off day on Thursday. Tiger schedule will get much more difficult after this road trip is done. They're going to take on some teams that are putting up some big numbers. Red Sox on the horizon, the Yankees on the horizon with a doubleheader.
Good time to get hot.
DeShields flying to center field his only time up.
Likes that high one, doesn't he?
And when you're Michael Fulmer and they're chasing, go right back up there. That last one at 96 miles an hour. The 0-2. DeShields has himself a 10-game hitting streak. And not only that, but he's gone multi-hits in 6 of his last 8. So that is ballooned his average up to 303.
Stab is a pretty good player. Also named Delino. He played what in Montreal, right?
Yeah, most of his career was most of the damage he did in the big leagues with the Expos. That'll miss low, and all of a sudden the count will level up. Fulmer now with the 2-2. Slice to right field, foul.
Really doesn't look like he tries to pull the ball too much. All these swings, pretty much an inside out opposite field swing.
Fulmer had a 1-2-3 first, then he gave up the leadoff home run to Mazzara in the second. The only run so far. Swing and a miss. DeShields is gone.
Good slider.
2 gone. Time for a game break. John Keating. All right, Keats. I don't know if I've ever been called sultry before, but I'll take it. Little chopper hit slowly towards second. That'll be routine there for Machado. And a routine inning, meanwhile, for Michael Fulmer. 1-2-3 they go. It'll be James McCann to lead things off. And hey, there's old Pudge Rodriguez, former Tigers catcher, of course, Rangers catcher. And Hall of Famer Pudge Rodriguez.
Used to have a lot of conversations at that home plate with Pudge. Opponent talking to opponent.
Here is McCann, and he fouls it back 0-1. Pudge came to the Tigers in 2004 and made 4 straight All-Star teams in a Tigers uniform. Was he the best throwing catcher you either played against or were around?
Well, he's right up there. I'd have to think about that. You know, he had a very snappy arm. He got it down there very quickly. Called a lot of fastballs. He had a good sense of not only if you were going, but when you were going. So he knew he would call pitches in parts of the zone that he would benefit and cut you down. He had a very good knack for that. Very good catcher, obviously, Hall of Famer. But still was a challenge and one that you'd accept if you had to get it on him, get that bag on him.
Swing and a miss as McCann goes fishing.
Here's our Comerica Bank game summary. It happened in the 3rd inning. Tigers started off with Iglesias and Machado making it out. Then Leonis Martin gets the 2-bagger. Tigers start to roll it together. Candelario with the walk. Castellanos with the single. B-Mart with the big hit. That was 2 RBI. Tigers ended up with 3 runs that inning. Still lead 3-1. Hicks fouled with a hit.
It was a 26-pitch third for Moore after throwing 22 pitches in the first 2 innings combined. So they made him work. And there's another base hit. Iglesias aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, let's look at Matt Moore. First time through, there's the average. Second time, third time. But why does it go down the 3rd time through? It makes no sense at all, but you'd think that it would go up, but they're so hot and probably exhausted after the first 2 times throughs. They can't swing it.
You're right. I would imagine if you threw every other pitcher's numbers up there, most of them would be going up as the game progressed.
Yeah, they would accelerate.
Ball 1-2 Machado.
That's why you see certainly in the playoffs a lot of pitchers in the 4th inning, they get removed by many of the metrics subscribing clubs. They just think that the pure average is going to go up regardless of who it is. Now try and take Randy Johnson or Jack Morris out at that point. It's not going to work.
That'll miss low. Porter looked like he wanted to call it. Machado lined to right field in his first at bat. 2-0 the count on Dixon. Low ball 3.
Good job of laying off, thinking about it. 2-0 count. You're guessing strike. So if it's close, you're ready to go at it. But Machado smartly held off that. 3-0. Good count to steal on.
In there, a strike called top of the zone with a 92-mile-an-hour fastball.
You ever seen anybody throw over 3-0?
No.
Not too often. They do. I mean, if you do it, you're going to get a throw from another team, because every team scouts. Either they're here tonight at the game or they subscribe to the service. They watch every play of every game. Just like the Tigers do.
Dixon looks at a strike. That one at the bottom of the zone.
When you go into the locker room, a baseball locker room, what's on TV usually?
The opposing pitcher that night.
And then the other lounges, they're usually watching MLB TV. Always taking it in. Never know what you might learn.
Ground ball to third. Diving stop there to Ani Nunez. He'll throw to first in time. Pretty good play there by Nunez.
A good backhand. He's got a strong arm across the diamond. Crossover one. Gets up. His shoulders closed. Got a giant target over there on Guzman.
2 outs now with Iglesias taking second. That'll bring up Leones Martin. Doubled, scored in the third. He got it rolling with 2 outs, nobody on. Martin very busy before the game today. A lot of riders stopped by to say hi to the old friend.
Say hi to Lenny.
Say hi to Lenny. Spent 5 years here in Texas. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Going for the downs. Now remember the last double he hit on the breaking ball that started right at his front shoulder. So Matt Moore did not want to feature that pitch.
Martin this year with 14 multi-hit games. He is working on another here tonight. Chirino's nice pickup, and the count is 1-1.
Just watching Chirinos block that, keeping Iglesias at second. You know, you can still score on a wild pitch from third. However, this stadium is very, you got to watch it. There's brick behind. It's not very far back there, so if the ball goes back there, you got to get on your horse even here to third base.
Out in front, 1-2.
You could see a good shot right there of that ball, how it curved. It started at his shoulder. He tried to go for the downs, caused him to pull off there at the last second.
Now Moore with the 1-2. That'll back him out of there, 2-2. Rangers last year won 5 of the 6 between these two squads. In fact, really since the beginning of 2015, Rangers have beaten the Tigers a lot. They've won 14 of the 19 between the two squads. They are a struggling bunch this year. And Martin buckles down, ball 3 high.
Take a slider here probably. Likes to throw that fastball at the top of the zone. You've got to lay off it.
Moore now is up to 65 of the pitch count. And he walked him. Moore didn't like it.
As you enjoy a Miller Lite, look forward to the whole true moment later in tonight's game. That was a very close pitch. Martin seemed to think it was inside. He put his bat down quickly and went out down to first, and Alan Porter, home plate umpire, agreed.
So here is Jeimer Candelario, a walk and a run scored in the third. Two on and 2 outs. Soft swing, ground ball to first base, just to get him out of the inning. Little check swing roller. And that's all for the Tigers. No runs, a walk, a single, 2 left. Tigers have a 3-1 lead in this ball game. They did all of their scoring in one inning. That was the third. Michael Fulmer goes back to work and delivers a strike. 0-1. Jurickson Profar to lead things off, and Nomar Mazara and Joey Gallo.
Michael Fulmer's been really effective with his first pitch strikes. Did get clipped by Mazara. Oh, there's tough.
Fulmer gets over there nicely. Diving try by Profar. He's out of there. One gone. We check in now with Trevor Thompson.
Guys, when Leonis Martin came out of the clubhouse for batting practice today, the first person he greeted was Debbie Reed right here to my right. She's got a Tigers jersey on with Martin's number on the back, but she's a Rangers season ticket holder. So how do you explain how all this worked out for you guys?
Well, wherever Leonis is where I'm at. So he's my number one, and whatever team he's playing on is number one.
Why did he become such a fan favorite for you? How did that happen?
Well, I met him the first day he came to the Rough Riders, and we just kind of connected and just became friends, and we've just been kind of like family ever since.
He says you guys stay in touch over social media, even though he's not here in Texas anymore. What's that relationship like today, now that he's a couple of years removed from being a Ranger?
Oh, it's great. I mean, you know, we keep in touch, like you said, over social media all the time, and I keep in touch with his wife, and yeah, so it's great.
You said you had seasons tickets all over the ballpark, but you picked them out here in center field when Martin was here just so you could be that close to him. How did that decision come about?
Well, we had kind of sat over here before, and we just decided he was here, and that's just where we've stayed. So we're here whenever he comes. So
he's done some damage against the Rangers here tonight. What do you think about that?
It's great, and I hope he keeps doing it. He hit 4 home runs during BP, so I'm hoping one comes now.
She's keeping close tabs on her favorite player, Mario.
My guy, Trev.
That's Gibby's guy for tonight?
That's right.
You got Leonis? Well, that makes 2 of you picking him.
Here's Debbie earlier having a chat with Leonis, who is renewing acquaintances with a lot of folks before the game tonight. Nomar Mazara, the batter. Last time Mazara was up, he hit one off the upper deck of the right field area down the right field line. It was a line drive bullet for a solo home run, his second of the year.
Hung a slider, didn't get it where he wanted it. Slider's a great pitch when you see they're trying to get it underneath the hands.
It'll be a 1-out walk. Here is Chevrolet's most dependable players, and we're going to look at 50 home runs and 100 runs scored since 2017. Joey Gallo's on the list.
Yeah, what did he hit? A 466-footer the other day. J.D. Martinez, former Tiger, same amount.
Some major wattage on that graphic right there.
Yeah, Chris Davis, I saw him down there in the right-hand side. Remember the first time I saw him in spring training in Arizona. He wasn't that big, but boy, he's got some pop. A lot of bat speed.
Well, Gallo is big, and he's got a lot of pop as well. 12 homers already this year. Struck out in the second.
Got that big, wide open stance. Trying to stay back. Eyes are straight at the pitcher.
I was talking to one of the Rangers writers before the game today. He said when Houston came to town, they actually took third baseman Alex Bregman and played him in the outfield. They played 4 outfielders and 3 defenders to the right of second base. So they left the entire left part of the diamond open, literally. Big swing there by Gallo.
See, the Tigers are trying to keep the ball up high in the zone. Don't want to miss down.
Well, the Rangers will hit some home runs, but they will strike out a lot. They are tops in baseball. 356 punch outs coming into play tonight.
Going up there again.
It's fouled straight back.
The second one that almost came right in this booth. Got here quick, didn't it?
Yeah, that one had a little bit of hair on it, though. The other one was a little bit more lofty.
Yeah, that one there would have caught me. The first one I would have caught. You know how many they got? You get a lot of balls in the booth? They say only one.
That'll miss outside. 2-2. I'm trying to think of what the best foul ball booth is in the league. We don't get any in Comerica. I mean, in the 17 years I've been with the Tigers, I think we've had one come in the booth at Comerica.
This seems like a good one.
It would seem that way, yes.
The old Tiger Stadium booth was right on top of the plate. That was a great one.
Swing and a miss, and Gallo goes down swinging. 2 away.
Let's take a look at our Bell Tire pitch by pitch. Just happened. Joey Gallo hooking up against Michael Fulmer. See the changeup right there? Goes with the high heater. They like to throw him up top. You can see that staying at the top of the zone. 97, 96. He's going to come back with the changeup. Put him down, put him away.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa grounded out in the second. Falefa hails from Honolulu, Hawaii.
Trying to bait me.
Why? I don't know what you're talking about. Rolled toward third base. 1 ball, 1 strike. He is now 0 for his last 12. Matt Boyd, a souvenir.
Used his hat.
Now the 1-1. Chopped to third base. Ooh, Candelario, tricky hop, stayed with it. That'll end the inning. No runs. They get a walk. They leave 1. Jamer Candelario. Nice play at third.
Because no matter where you serve or when you served, we stand ready to serve all military families.
Here come the Tigers now back in Arlington as we go to the 5th inning. Tigers up 3-1 as Matt Moore goes back to work. Castellanos rips one foul to third base. Nicholas and then Victor Martinez, John Hicks. These will be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters.
Nick 1 for 2. RBI single in the third. Scored a run. 313 on the year. He's really not letting anything go by. If it's in the zone, he feels he can hammer it.
Castellanos 1 of 2 run producing hits in the third. Tigers had 2 on, nobody on. Then Leonis Martin got things rolling with a double, and 5 batters later Tigers have the lead. 2-1.
Need to have another big inning. I think Michael Fulmer would like to go all the way tonight if he could. Be a huge confidence booster for him.
Moore is up to 70 pitches now, and that is ripped foul to right field. Nick, as we talked about earlier, was pretty much bundled up in the clubhouse all day yesterday in KC, battling the flu. Was able to pinch hit late in the game, but he's a guy that wants to play all 162. And Ron Gardenhire mentioning that Castellanos very difficult to take out of the lineup. All 162 is becoming more and more rare these days. There's a drive to right field. Paul is hit well. Massara going back, still going back, can't get it. Over his head. Castellanos is on his way to second, and he's going to slide in with a double.
That's what makes Nick so dangerous both ways. First pitch of the at bat, pull it fouled on the left field line. Leave a pitch out over the plate, and he goes to right center field. Trying to come in, they left it out there. Nick just does not pull off the ball. Mazzara lost where he was there on the wall. Nick in there with the double. Leadoff double. Now you got to get him in. Get him over. And let's get him in. Every run is big now. 3-1 lead.
2 out of 3 for Castellanos. Here is Victor Martinez. He also delivered with a 2-run single in the third. Vimar now all of a sudden has 16 RBIs. And he'll look at ball one. Tigers have picked up their 7th hit of the game, and the Rangers have only one. That was the Mazzara home run. One and one on Vimar. Victor on Saturday picked up his 500th Tigers RBI. 39 years of age. Now 1-2.
75 pitches so far for Matt Moore. See the ratio, 49 strikes.
First 6 years were in Tampa, and his best year was his only All-Star year. That was 2013. And what a year it was. He was 17-4 that year.
As a starter and threw about 98. Big curveball. Still got a pretty good lively arm, 92, 93.
The one thing that Moore has not done, though, in his career is throw 200 innings in a single season. He has come close, but that certainly is the mark that I think most guys shoot for.
Wasn't he part of the Wade Davis, James Shields? Weren't they all part of that together in Tampa?
In Tampa they were, yeah.
He had a pretty good staff down there, unable to keep them together.
Swing and a miss, and Vimar left the strike zone. Big strike out there for Moore. One gone. Hey, this summer the World Cup is coming to Fox and FS1. Every match live and over 300 hours of coverage. The world's biggest sporting event begins June 14th on Fox and FS1.
Victor going up the runway there. It's a little cooler down there, you know what I mean?
Well, here is Hicks. Popped him up left side of the infield. It's going to be Nunez at third, and there are two gone. Is it cooler down there, or is he going down there to cool off?
Both.
Because there is a difference. He was probably upset
with
it.
It is cool. There's a big cement wall down there, the runway, and it's cooler down there. They usually have fans that are blowing down it as well. So the temperature is actually cooler, and you usually go there. Different people do different things. What would you do? Just say dang it?
No, I'd probably go down there and slap a wall around if I struck out with the guy at second base. Or are you just talking about in general?
Well, I mean, maybe verbalize some things that are disappointing.
Yeah.
It may be the helmet's fault. Have to make it pay for that.
It's somebody's fault.
Try and not make it the bat's fault.
0-1 the count on Jacoby.
Seen teammates go down there and throw a helmet and hit the water pipe and water squirting all over. It happened in Oakland one day. Lance Parrish threw his glove and it broke his spigot off in the Oakland A's dugout right in front of everybody, squirting all over. Parkey was mad. We just laughed.
They call maintenance?
Oh yeah, they had to shut her down.
Swing and a miss, and Jones strikes out, and the Tigers are going to waste a leadoff double. 4 strikeouts for more. Tigers baseball presented by Bell Tire.
He's had one stinker, and here he's on track again. Just pay attention to these strikeout pitches and these good pitches, both sides of the plate. Fastball's in, he's working it in, he's jamming them, striking them out, got the swing back, good defense. Then he goes away, keeping these Rangers off balance. 4 innings pitched, 2 walks and 4 Ks and 1 run.
And 1 hit. That was the home run by Mazzara. That's it. Ronald Guzman stands in. Bottom 3 coming up. Guzman, Chirinos, Nunez. You were mentioning earlier that Fulmer would love to go a complete game here. He did just that a couple of years ago in 2016. 9 innings, no runs, and you see right there he's allowed just 1 hit. Now the outer edge.
Well, let's take a look. Innings. You see the early innings and the later innings. It's better. When you look at his pitch count right now, only 56. We're in the 5th inning. Pretty good ratio. He's averaging less than 15 per inning for sure.
Fulmer is from Oklahoma City, which is about a 3-hour drive to Arlington, and so Michael has always had plenty of family and friends in the ballpark when he pitches here. Fouled off.
How many think he's got tonight?
I don't know. I was going to ask, but you know that old rule: don't ask or don't talk to a starting pitcher on the night that he pitches.
Well, there's a couple that will talk to you.
There are, and it's not like they'll bite your head off. But
just known, it's like an unwritten rule.
right? Yeah. Checked it foul.
There's the bio, 25 years old. I think he's a guy the Tigers want to keep and build off of as they are in the rebuilding process. He's a keeper.
Down the left field line, Jones coming over to foul ground, trying to leap into the seats.
Here's our Xfinity high-speed pitch. Michael Fulmer, 97. Low of 85. 12 mile an hour, pretty hard tonight. 60 pitches. At 50. 60. 40 strikes. Both pitchers throwing a lot of strikes tonight.
Guzman had a walk in the second. That's foul back.
Another one right on target here, but fell short. Notice how it gets out of the lights here. It's hard to see.
Yeah, you lose it.
Hate to not be paying attention and have it catch me.
Don't worry, I got you covered.
Yeah, I saw you ducking.
It's the 2-2. Slap foul again.
What is it about a baseball, huh? We had that topic the other day when Shep was on.
You mean as far as fans chasing him down?
Yep. Why they like him? Why they like him so much?
Souvenir.
Well, you could get a hot dog wrapper for a souvenir too.
True. Swing and a miss. Try putting that hot dog wrapper on eBay. One gone. Hey, by the way, Star Wars night is Friday, May 11th. Tigers take on the Mariners at 7:10. Come out early to take pregame photos with your favorite Star Wars characters on the Comerica Park concourse. If you'd like tickets, call 866-66-TIGER or go to tigers.com.
Shep's doing a little radio tonight.
Dan Dickerson, the Tigers radio voice, lost his voice in KC.
There were accusations that somebody's been spreading a nasty cold around.
Really?
Nobody I know.
Who would that be?
Well, I just said nobody in my booth.
Oh. I don't think people do that on purpose. And then when you, on top of that, walk into a clubhouse, which is a breeding ground for the flu, which the Tigers have had to deal with, that compounds the problem.
Good shot right there.
Now the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He chased up top, and Chirinos is dusted. 97 there from Michael.
Yeah, he's really using the high fastball a lot today. He's been speeding the bats up inside and then going up and in, up and away. Ball really has a lot of run on it. I think that's a four-seamer, but it looks like a two.
Here is Nunez. Ball one. Renato Nunez was a late addition to their lineup. Drew Robinson was to the lineup. He was hurt and then was placed on the disabled list before the game.
Yeah, that was quick. He must have been had a nagging injury. Fulmer's just kind of reeling back right now, isn't he? Not much foolage. Just throwing the fastball and moving it around.
Well, I really like it when you consider he is facing the bottom three in the lineup. Why not overpower them? And he has done just that here in the fifth. This will be number 70 for Fulmer. We got Nunez to ground out back in the third. Tigers lead 3-1. They scored all three of their runs in the third inning tonight. Now let's see if Michael strikes out the side here.
Slider, it looks like.
He does. Swing and a miss. Nunez out of there. They will throw down to complete it. 7 strikeouts for Fulmer. A 1-2-3 fifth. He is in command tonight in Arlington. By Bell Tire. For tires and auto service, everybody needs a Bell Tire guy. And by Chevrolet, the most awarded and fastest growing brand the last 4 years overall. Start of a 3-game series here in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, the Tigers and the Rangers. And right now, 3-1 Detroit in game 1 of the series.
All 3 runs in 1 inning for Detroit. The 3rd inning. 2-out trouble. 5 straight knocks, and it was 4 knocks and a walk. Equals 3 runs. Let's do it again.
McCann will get it started, and James looks at a strike 0-1. Same 3 that started the 4th inning. McCann struck out in the 4th. Fouled away. Now the count 0-2. We're talking about Matt Moore and that staff he was part of in Tampa the year he won 17 games. It's a really good staff. Archer was on that staff. David Price. Alex Cobb had a good year. And Jeremy Hellickson. So the Rays had a good stable of starters that season. But really, Moore has not been able to nearly come close to the numbers he had that season when he was 17-4.
Well, Tampa just kept bringing young kids up, and they were all pretty darn good. They fed off each other.
Did not go in the check swing. Yeah, it seems like when the Rays got their starters to that salary point where they couldn't afford them, they would deal them.
For prospects.
Right back up the middle, played perfectly though. And 1 gone.
1 down for the Tigers. Now it's time for the DTE Energy Know Your Own Power. Michael Fulmer feeling the power. 3 strikeouts last inning. Explosive with the fastball arm side. Look at it, just eating these hitters up. 1 lefty, 1 righty, and then he throws 4 fastballs. Throws the Snapdragon. All 3 really feeling it. You can tell he's mechanically sound. He's throwing the ball where he wants to and elevating it when he wants to.
I think it just kind of shows how hard this game can be sometimes, and the fact that these guys aren't human. But you wonder, with all the starts that Fulmer has made this year, how he could possibly have one like the one he had in Cleveland, in which he gave up 9 runs, 6 earned.
Yeah, that was a nightmare is what that was.
It was. It was just bizarre to watch. They'll get back toward the seats. Will it get back in there? Yes. Out of play. Nice catch. Yeah, I thought I caught it.
Yeah, the front guy missed it. Little breeze kicking up here in Arlington.
Iglesias a single and a pop-up. Flags ruffling in the wind. Ooh, down goes Iglesias.
You always try and capture this. You always got to watch your shin, your ankle, your big toes. They come down and in like that. You try and get the bat head out right off the instep. Goes numb for now. Will get sore later.
Did not go. Again, Bill Miller with a call down there at first. Even it up now, 2-2 on Iglesias. A single and a pop-up in this game. 5 hits on the road trip for the Tigers shortstop. Line drive over the head of the shortstop Profar. Another base hit for Iglesias. 2 out of 3 tonight. Tigers fans, if you can't catch the games on TV, you can stream them live on your mobile device with Fox Sports Go. Download the app, take Fox Sports Detroit and Tigers baseball with you wherever you go. Made available by Oakland University.
Iglesias, now he hit that one off his instep. Good time to limp around over there and then take off. It's worked many, many times, many, many years.
Tony Barnett warming up in the bullpen for the Rangers. Machado couldn't hold up. Tigers now have out hit the Rangers 8-1 tonight, lead it 3-1 in the runs column. Dixon line out, ground out. Machado had 4 hits in the Royals series. One and 2. So Moore now is at 94 pitches. That number continues to climb.
They got to be really happy with the way Moore is throwing the ball for them tonight.
Swing and a miss, and he's just disposed of Machado.
Let's take a look at Leonis Martin. His night coming back to his home team, getting it done. First inning there, great catch. Look at the webbing on that glove. That's one of the arts that you want to do, is have your glove perfect so those balls stay in. And then he gets the big 2-out double, which started the 4 out of 5 hits and 3 runs, and that's where the Tigers lead 3-1 as we're in the 6th.
Martin now with 8 hits on the road trip. Moore is about to throw his 96th pitch, which would equal his season high in that category. Tigers lead 3-1. We're in the 6th inning. Martin skies one in the air deep to right. Mazzara going back to the wall and gone. Leonis Martin with quite a homecoming. It is a 2-run shot, and the Tigers lead 5-1.
That a boy, Leonis. There's the step on right there. She's happy.
Well, he told you the story earlier about Debbie, who we just showed there. There she is. became a big Leonis Martin fan while he played here in Texas, and now that he's with the Tigers, she has switched allegiances. Still a Martin fan, but wearing a Tiger uni. So the Rangers go to the bullpen. Matt Moore done for the night. We'll be back.
Having a big night. Big curveball. He hit a double earlier off it. Saw it coming right at that shoulder. Did it again this time. A home run. Having a big night. 2 runs scored. Also has got a walk. 2 RBI. Feeling like he's home again, isn't he?
Speaking of having a big night, so are you, and pick the stick.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah, like you forgot. Oh yeah, I forgot.
How many points do I got?
6 for the homer. No, yeah, and then 2 RBIs, 8, 10, 11. You got to like 11 or 12.
That's not that. He's got to have another homer. He's got to make it. What was your biggest score?
I think it was in the 14-15 range.
2 nights in a row, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's all. Anyway, Wallside Windows pitching change. Tony Barnett is in.
As you didn't notice, he has a very deceptive delivery.
Look out, right back up the middle into center, and Candelario joins the hit parade.
He has that little pause. And this ball's going to come right up to shoot at him. Right past the glove. And Candyman's got a base hit to go with his walk, and a run scored.
Tigers now have an even 10 hits. Here is Castellanos, a single, a double, and an RBI. Drilled to left field, and that's going to drop. Base hit. 3-hit game for Nicholas.
Nick's seeing it, isn't he? Boy, those are. Seems like he's on everything. Has a tough. A really aggressive swing on every pitch he swings at. Not protecting at all.
Bring up V-Mart.
V-Mart could have a big night as well here.
Victor, 2-run single in the 3rd, struck out in the 5th. Bouncing ball right side, cut off there at first base. Pitcher will cover. Nice play by Guzman. That'll end the inning. Tigers still add 2 more. Leonis Martin filling out the Thunder. 2-run shot. Tigers lead 5-1. Well, Leonis Martinez made it 5-1 in favor of the Tigers, and he has given Gibby a big lead tonight. The Ram pick the stick update. Gibby with 11.
Nick's right behind. You're right there. You're trying to fly under the radar on me?
Yep, and then we're going to zap you right at the end of the game. And Castellanos is a grand slam. DeShields leads it off.
I'm pulling for you.
Shin-Soo Choo to follow, and then Jurickson Profar. Meanwhile, you got to love what Michael Fulmer's done. Gave up the leadoff home run in the second, but after that, lights out.
Need to keep it going.
Struck out the side in the 5th. And there's ball 3 now. 3-0 on Delino DeShields.
Well, as you can see, he's already turning around in disgust. Got to control the emotions.
And a 4-pitch walk to DeShields. Leadoff man is on now for the Rangers. Hey, see the Tigers take on the Mariners this Saturday, May 12th at 4:10 p.m. Come early for the on-the-field photo day. Your chance to take photos of your favorite Tigers players on the Comerica Park field. If you'd like tickets, call 866-66-TIGER or go to tigers.com. Pretty interesting right there. That's got to be nice and cool.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. You want to eat a hind quarter or something? I guess you could. Yeah, I'll take the hind quarter, sir. Do you have any of those? You go to the meat department. Wow, you have a sharp jaw there. We could get a couple of those for Halloween. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm in. Hind quarters. Fulmer's 0-1 outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Shin-Soo Choo.
Looks like Michael wanted that pitch. Appeared off the plate. So you want to start to watch how the body language might change. He's had relatively easy innings the last 3.
Fly ball slicing away from Jones, coming toward the line. Jacoby has room. Choo is out, 1 gone. Game break time now. John Keating. Yes, indeed. And it's 5-1. Tigers have the lead here with 1 on, 1 out.
We have no fans, do we?
You do.
The cool fans. I'm talking about to cool you down.
Oh, the real fans. Ball 1.
Michael doing a good job. He's not losing sight of the Shields over there in first base. You don't want to rush, over rush, so you can't throw a strike, but at the same time, you don't want to give him second base.
Close. That fly out by Chu, by the way, was just the second fly ball hit to the outfield against Fulmer in this game. He's got 7 strikeouts.
Some ground outs.
9 is his season high in strikeouts at Pittsburgh at the end of April.
Took a nice little walk there, trying to get himself calmed down a little bit.
There you have it. You think Fulmer is one of those guys that if he really, really wanted to, could strike out 9, 10, 11 a game?
Well, I don't know. He's really, I don't think he'd go too far doing it.
Right, but he has the ability, but I think he's smart enough to know that that's not the way to win games and to stick around there.
Well, most teams, they can foul pitches off.
High strike there, 2-1.
93. I mean, looks like he took a little bit off of that. Little conversation going up at the plate between DeShields and Alan Porter. See if he stays with the fastball. Yep.
Driven high in the air down the right field line, hooking toward the foul area and back on play. You always kind of hold your breath with that right field line here in that foul pole.
Now he's coming in there. This is what you mean getting it in there far enough. If that ball runs out over the plate another 2 inches or doesn't get in on him, watch this. Gets his hands in. If he doesn't get it in there, that's a 2-run homer. The ball's running. Shields likes it in there. Can't make any mistakes. That's Profar, I'm sorry. Shields on base. You know, some hitters, what allows you to hit the ball in, if you get hunched over too much, sometimes you get rotational. Can't get to the ball inside. If you drift, meaning when you take your step to approach the ball and those hips go forward, that'll block you off.
Again in the air toward right field, long run, and this time it's going to be caught by Nick. It'll be the second out of the inning. Holding at first base is DeShields. Profar retired.
You know, Nick made a play there. It was fairly routine, but he did it properly. So these are the kind of habits that you do. He caught it. He was set up. He reverse pivoted, made a good throw. Continue to do those. Then when you have to do it quickly, when it counts, you're able.
Mazzara home run and a walk.
Be careful here. Down and away, way inside. Reaching back, 96 on that.
Uncle Sam is here. He just took his hair off.
That looks really cool, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Some peanuts. Swing and a miss.
Got a wig like that. It's black though. It's an Alice Cooper
Alice
wig.
Cooper, yeah. Now, do you think he woke up this morning and said, you know what, pull out the white wig and the white beard. Let's go to the Rangers game.
The white outfit. Not sure that I would go with that, but.
Pulled to right field off the glove of Machado. DeShields on his way to third. He is in standing up. It's a single for Mazzara. On base for the third time. Now the Rangers have 2 on 2 out, and the slugging Joey Gallo coming up.
Tell you what, Mazzara's got a quick bat. He does a pretty good job. You can hear he knows he needs to get it down. He likes it out over the plate more than he likes it in. He hit that hard. Machado almost had it. Laid out for it, couldn't snag it. And they've been throwing Gallo way up top.
Well, with the prodigious power comes the strikeouts. He has fanned twice in this game.
And bounce it if it's off speed. Above, letters are above up top.
Here's a drive to the gap in right center field. That ball is going to get down and go to the wall. 1 run scores. You're going to hold the back runner at third. That's Mazzara. It's a double and an RBI for Gallo. DeShields scores to make it 5-2.
Again, ball was down. They've been working him up. About the same spot as Mazzara. And this is a good place by Leone. So look at, he gets it, reverse pivot, stops the runner at third with a good throw to the cutoff man. Machado is ready. Here you look at the runners. You got to watch the coach right down here. He says stop it. He's reading that throw. It's important they only get 1.
That looked like a 2-run double off the bat. Gallo's 5th double of the year, and RBI to make it a 5-2 ball game. Chris Basio is out to talk to Fulmer. And now the Rangers have based it away from really snugging this one up. Got action. Alex Wilson in the Tigers bullpen.
Where you got to stop it, huh? Rolling along and get a little bit of trouble right here. Get out here with only one run.
Here's Kiner Falefa. Strike 1 in the inside corner. He's gotten him to hit a ground ball twice. Kiner Falefa is 0 for 2. .95 from Fulmer, missing outside. 1-1. Michael looked like he was going to pitch around the leadoff walk. Then Mazzara singled and Gallo doubled. Up top, 2-1. Tigers have badly out-hit the Rangers tonight, 11-3, but the lead is only 3 runs. Strike call, 2-2.
That's the 90th pitch. 20 this inning. This is the most extended he's been so far in this game. Good slider right here. We'll get him. He's throwing a bunch of fastballs. He threw pretty much all fastballs last inning except the last strikeout pitch. That was the slider. Been featuring fastballs. Bizarre hit a fastball, I think. Gallo hit a fastball.
Chop foul. Tigers have been playing in terrible weather the first month of the year, but on this road trip, warm weather in Kansas City, and game time temp nearly 90 tonight here in Arlington. And Fulmer now at 91 pitches, trying to put the finishing touches on the 6th inning.
Got that wide open stance. Looks like a diver.
Line drive, fair ball down the left field line. Mazzara scores. Gallo scores. It'll be a double and 2 RBIs for Kiner Falefa. And it's a 5-4 ball game.
That's going to be it.
Back-to-back doubles, Gallo and Kiner Falefa. And Ron Gardenhire coming out to take the baseball, so Michael Fulmer will depart the scene here. Tigers go to the bullpen, will step aside. Pitching change in Arlington. Gallo RBI double. That has chased Michael Fulmer from this ball game, and Fulmer, well, once he got to the bench, just started shaking his head as he replayed that inning. And the Tigers now have the tying run at second for the Rangers, and a wall-side windows pitching change. Here is Alex Wilson.
17th game for the Tigers. Has 5 holds. He's been in this situation many times. Opponents are hitting 191 off him. He's going to get the lefty, Ronald Guzman. Got to get the Tigers out of this inning. A lot of 2-out hits, 3 in a row.
It'll come down to the bullpens tonight as Guzman steps in and drives one off the glove of the first baseman. Hicks has no play. They're going to try and score the run, and he will. A wide throw. Guzman to second. He's going to be out, but the Rangers have tied it up on a single and an error, a throwing error by Hicks. A 4-run inning, and that run will be charged to Michael Fulmer. Brand new ball game after 6. We're tied at 5.
the 2 outs after the 1-out walk starts with 4 straight hits. Azara, Gallo, Connor Falefa, and then John Hicks did not realize the runner was going to go to third. He made a smart play by not throwing this. Takes it up and eats it. Doesn't realize the runner is rounding third. Throws it away. And Alex Wilson appears to be hurt. Here you see Falefa hustling all the way and caught us off guard. And again, John Hicks has not played a lot of first base, but he'll learn from that, and he gets a chance to get the lead right here for the Tigers.
Wilson appeared to jam his foot against the bag, and now Jose Leclerc has come on a wall side windows pitching change. It'll be Hicks, Jones, McCann against the right-hander, only 24 years old. And Hicks, he fouls it back. 95 on the gun there from Leclerc. Native of Esperanza in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a miss way out in front. Hicks is out of there. 1 gone in the 7th. First strikeout for Leclerc, and now Buck Farmer warming up. It appears he'll be next. Fulmer is charged with all 5 runs, all of them earned. He walked 3, struck out 7. Here is Jacoby Jones. Pull on the ground to third, foul ball.
Let's take a look at that play again. Leffa, you're going to watch right here. He's going to come here. I want you to watch Candy. There was communication on the right side of the diamond, but not the left. You see Hicks stops it. Go ahead. You see Candy pointing right here. And Machado is going for the ball. No communication over there. And Leffa rounds the base, and they get that tying run on the errant throw.
Here's the drive to left field. It's going to get down. Fair ball. And go to the wall. Jones on his way to second, and Jacoby has his second double of the ball game. Go ahead run now at second.
Gets that heater. Jacoby likes those fastballs. Hit the ball solid. This is a no-doubter. He runs good. Good speed on the bases. Let's keep an eye on Jacoby's. He may have visions of stealing third right here.
7 doubles on the year now for Jones. McCann is 0 for 3. And it's fouled back. 0-1.
Leclerc too quick right there. Less than 1.2 seconds on his way to home. You'd want about 1.4 or better if you were Jacoby. And you have to have a good hopping lead.
Five game here in the 7th in Texas. Pickoff throw, and Jacoby back.
I spoke about this. When you want to hear help from your third base coach, you can see the second baseman. Jacoby clearly had him. Clarkie's going to tell you if that shortstop comes over behind you. So you can see that second baseman. It's the shortstop you worry about. He comes in, you can warn yourself. It makes a good hole right there for James if he goes the other way. .140 on that. And here you go. Jacoby's up top. He sees it. Claim that bag. They're coming in late. Get there nice and solid. Can make a little room on that bag. You know what I mean? Force the throw into the outfield.
Tigers now have 12 hits, only 5 for the Rangers, yet we're tied at 5 runs apiece. The Tigers have stranded 8 in this game. Trying to pick up Jones here.
Seeing that glove pick a split.
Strike on the inside corner. 1-2.
Nick and Gardy having a conversation, I'm sure, about that inning. Gardy's very communicative, doesn't hold things to himself. You got to talk things out. You got to make sure everybody's learned a lesson and understands. Can't be sensitive. Got to be willing to learn and make the proper plays when it counts.
Time called now by McCann. Leclerc taking too long on the mound.
Leclerc is thinking about Jacoby out there. That's good. He's occupying his mind. He had a pretty good throw there to second base. But there's nothing wrong with drawing another one. Get in the way there, get back early. He might throw it into center field. It's like a split to see the ball.
Swing and a miss.
Slider.
Up top.
See what he did right there?
Yes, I did. Jones got back.
This smart play by the catcher right here. That's why when the ball goes by the hitter, you're on the base. You got nothing to do but get back. He's got the ultra glow paint on his fingers so the infielders can see his signs in the pitcher.
Now Iglesias will try and deliver with 2 outs. One thing is for sure, Jones is dividing the attention of Leclerc.
Look at those fingers, like little lights. See how they flick? Because it's kind of dark in there.
The question is, how do you select the color? He's gone with pink.
Well, look how visible they are. It looks like you're turning the flashlight on. Watch when he flashes them. You can't see him. Then when he flashes them, it looks like a light. Look how easy you can see him.
Well, my point is, yellow would be easy to see too.
So let's remember the next sequence. 3-3-2-1.
Here's the 1-0, and it's outside. 2 balls and no strikes on Iglesias, who has 2 singles and 3 at bats.
Pitch it second side. Let's check him out again. 3-3-2-1. 1-3-2-1. So it's another slider. Let's see. It was.
In there, a strike call, top of the zone, and now 2-1 the count on Iglesias.
So from time to time we talk about relaying signs, right? Sure, Texas doesn't appreciate me looking at the signs. But just, you know, it's a tie game. Sorry.
Now Iggy will step out. Leclerc coming on here in the 7th, gave up a 1-out double. There's Jones. He's still standing there with 2 outs.
What's that second sign? A split sign? Didn't see it.
Nobody
there.
there.
Oh, horns too. That was horns. That means pick. It's just so inviting. Look at the colors. Did you get horns again?
Iggy flares it back out of play. Now 2-2 the count. Machado on deck. Tigers led 5-1 at one point. Now 5-5.
Gardy always looks under control. Into the game.
Slap to right field, slicing foul.
Iglesias hanging tough.
Well, Iglesias has turned into a tough out recently. Went through a really rough stretch. 2 more hits tonight, 6 hits on the road trip. Last year, one of the tougher guys in the American League to strike out. Trying to put the ball in play here and drive in the go-ahead run. Low, 3-2.
I don't know if he's going to give in here. He likes his slider, likes his off-speed pitches. Iglesias doing a good job of fouling them off.
I would imagine he would not give in here. You got Machado, the number 9 hitter, waiting on deck. See what he comes back with on 3-2.
Slider.
Spoiled by Iglesias. Tiger box tonight.
3 hits for Casty, 2 for Martin and Jacoby and Iggy. Have a night, Iggy. Come on.
Martin, a 2-run shot earlier in the game, gave the Tigers a 5-1 lead. Another foul back out of play.
Well,
So
he
the
hung
battle
that.
continues between Iglesias and Leclerc. 8-pitch at bat right now.
Watch this. Now watch the catcher playing games in case Jacoby. He acts like he's setting up inside. He jumps outside in case Jacoby's given the location from second base. You get into a deep at bat like this, you can have the signs figured out. Fastball in.
Fly ball slicing to right field and shallow. Mazzara comes over and can't make the play. It is a foul ball. Foul ball. Had he touched that ball in fair territory, the Tigers get a run.
Yeah, he was peekabooing at the wall. That wall comes up quick.
It's a fair ball. That's
Yeah.
a fair ball.
Yeah, it sure looks like it. Do we have another view?
Tigers almost certainly have to challenge this.
Certainly looks like it was fair. Now, if it's in front of the base umpire, you cannot challenge. But if you're running, I believe the outfield, you can challenge, and looks like the Tigers are doing so.
Mazzara clearly made contact with this ball in fair territory.
It's where the ball is. It's where the ball is, not where the fielder is.
It's a fair ball.
Well, if it came down, it looked like it was fading. I don't know if they'll overturn it. Do we have a?
I think it's too close.
Do we have a view down the line? Well, was his glove over the line? I don't know that they can challenge or change it based upon so far, but they got to have. There's several cameras in this ballpark.
Regardless, that's a ball that Mazzara should have caught.
Yeah, he was running straight towards that wall. Probably got a little gun shy. Yeah, this is a tough one.
Well, here you go.
Here we go. We got a good look right here. It's called it.
Yep. They're going to score the run. So Iglesias will get a base at first. Jones will score.
Why wouldn't it be two bases?
And that's what Gardy is saying right now. He should end up at second. I mean, how do you place him at first? Well, what an at bat there by Iggy.
Here's a little different angle. Fair or foul? They said fair. It was fair. He touched it inside of the line. You see Iglesias. You could see Iglesias was already at first base.
It's got to be an error, I would think.
I don't think so. They're not going to give him an error on that.
Maybe ball inside. I disagree. I think that's an error. I think
maybe a no error.
A what?
If it was a no-hitter, they might give him an error. Well, how'd they score?
Tigers have the lead. Still waiting for the scoring. One ball, no strikes. Machado. Fly ball again to right field. Mazara coming over. He's going to have room this time, it appears, and he squeezes it for the out. However, the Tigers have taken the lead. They go ahead 6-5. Coming up in Consumers Energy, 7th inning stretch.
Here's an error.
Told you. And so a back and forth we go. It's been a kind of a wild ball game. You figure Michael Fulmer on the hill gave you a 5-1 lead, but tonight you got to give some credit to the Rangers. They battled back.
Well, you did actually. Both teams had one inning where they had it going on. Tigers in the third, Rangers at the last inning, and then the Tigers come back and get a reversal on a call and on an error by Mazara. And we've got a run-1 lead, and it looks like Alex Wilson is hurt, and he's going to be out of the game. But this game is far from over, but it's a good one.
Buck Farmer, meanwhile, will take over now for the Tigers, and we'll see how the Tiger bullpen is able to shut this one down if they can. They got to pick up Fulmer in this game.
Yeah, Buck Farmer has been very, very good, and Michael went as far as he could. He got into some fastball counts, and you got to give him credit. He missed his spots, but Buck Farmer has been very, very good, and hopefully that continues. I mean, this is his third year really after being up and down with the Tigers. You'd think he's seasoned, and he's learning how to use his stuff. We're going to find out.
Well, he's got the 8, 9, and 1 hitters coming up as Chirinos leads it off. Drilled foul back out of play. Wall side windows pitching change with Buck Farmer in.
Early in the year, he had a tough outing early on. His ERA was way up there. His last appearances have been very good. I'm sure that we'd like to get more than one inning here. We're in the bottom of the 7th. The wish would be we get a good solid inning here, maybe another. Cardi's pretty much gone when you're got the lead. They've been going Joe Jimenez to Greeny. Daniel Stump usually comes in before that to clean up any lefties.
Chirinos swings and strikes out. McCann will throw down to complete the whiff.
That's a filthy changeup right there. from that firm fastball to pitch before. Take a look. He's got all the hands. It's deep into the palm of his hand. Good arm motion. Look, it just disappears.
The aforementioned Daniel Stump warming up. Here's Nunez. Strikeout and a ground out for Nunez. Threw it by him at 94. So Wilson faces one batter, goes the third of an inning.
It didn't look good. I'm afraid that might be his knee or an Achilles or some weird thing.
Popped up. Shallow right field. Castellanos charging in. Machado will make the play.
Now here's the foul ball that's called in there. This is the definitive ruling. This is the one. Look at where it hits his glove. It was for sure inside of the white line. It's where the ball is when it hits you. It hits your glove. And you got Iggy. They only gave him first base. Actually did a pretty good job. He thought it was going to go foul. Is he chirping into the dugout there?
Iglesias.
He likes to do that, yeah.
Ball 1 to DeShields. Trying to extend his 10-game hitting streak. He has a walk, 0 for 2 otherwise. And he's the one that got it started with a walk against Fulmer in the 6th.
They may go try and get that reversed.
Back up the middle. Iglesias to his left. Bottles. Quick throw is not in time. And we'll see if the Tigers want to challenge this.
I don't think so.
That slight bobble with DeShields running, and it was lights out after that.
Just a little bobble there. I think he beat it, or at least a tie. Comes Gardy again.
Stump is going to come in to take on Shin-Soo Choo.
You're probably going to get Joe Jimenez up right behind him.
Another change. We'll be back. 6-5 Tigers.
Big league hit, and after the game went to Twitter to express his gratitude to everyone who had helped him along the way and to tell everybody this was a day he will never forget. And of course he also wanted to remind everybody that This is a sport he has wanted to play since he was 4 years old. So to finally have his dream come true in that fashion in front of his mom, dad, his wife, and his newborn son was little more than he could ever hope for. So congrats to Grayson Greiner on his first big league hit in his major league debut. He's still riding cloud 9 here tonight, guys.
Great thrill for Grayson. In the meantime, Chu now is on with Stump facing him. Runner at first and 2 outs. Strike 1 to Shin-Soo Chu. Fly ball, ground out, strikeout for Chu in this ball game. Daniel Stump trying to get the lefty. Stump was charged with the loss a couple nights ago in Kansas City. Way outside. Good stop there by McCann.
Now Gardy didn't think that they would pinch hit for Chu. They had Carlos Perez, a catcher, and Ryan Rua on the bench, and he was right. So he's going for the goods right here. Profar is due up next. He has much better numbers against the lefties.
Checked on the swing, and now 2-1 on Shin-Soo Chu. 6th year now in Texas. Five homers, but a .239 average. The Shields down there, 6 steals in 7 attempts.
Got some wheels.
He's got the oven mitt on too.
That's for the slides, the head first slides. Throw over there about 3 times in a row, you might get him.
Ooh. He was spinning his wheels the other way.
Yeah,
Shields.
That throws a little lower. You get him. He was going. The guys want to steal, and there's 2 outs like this, and he's a base stealer. Keep throwing over there. Gonna get him. That shows you that he's a reader. A lot of guys just go. They guess and they go first move. I'd give him at least 3 more over there. Now, I believe they had a sign down because Stump stepped off. This is where games get longer, but if you want to get a guy, that's how you get him.
Boo, says the crowd, and that's something Gibby loves.
Yeah, I'd say give him about 2 or 3 more. Let's see how loud they can get. Now Stump, watch his head when he throws over. He's pretty much looking right at the base. He could turn it like he's going home. A little step off move. Just keep it going.
The boos were getting louder.
I like it. Hicks, if he gets it, he's going. You gotta come get that ball and get it down there quickly. Take your time, make a good throw. It's got to be accurate.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Chu. Tying run at first with 2 outs here in the 7th. Now 3-2. Jurickson, Profar waiting on deck.
No, he's going now.
Ground ball right side. Machado bobbles in the right field.
Hurry up.
DeShields rounding third. They're going to send him home. Machado's throw cut off. Do you believe it? The Rangers have tied it up. DeShields scores from first on a ball off the glove of Machado.
Tigers had 2 outs, 2 errors, and they've given up a run. That's frustrating. Looked like it just stayed down on him. Went into the glove. You're hoping that maybe Nick's coming in to get it. He's got a better way to throw on it. See, he's on the run and he can fly. He sees it and he's burning hard. See the third base coach right down here. Good base running. Tigers made a mistake and they capitalize on it. 6-all.
Now Profar stands in. Go ahead run at first base.
Nobody feels worse than Machado, but you got to get yourself back in the game. The next one may be coming to you.
Here's the 0-1. That run is charged to Farmer. Tigers, a couple of errors now. That'll back him out of there. Tigers to 1 point, led 5-1 with Michael Fulmer on the hill, and the Rangers have come storming back twice.
Tigers have been playing great defense, now coming into a tough time.
It'll dive low and in, and the count goes to 3-1 on Profar. Got Mazzara waiting on deck.
Lefty on deck. Going to stay with the lefty. Nobody's warming up yet for the Tigers in the bullpen.
You got Mazzara and Gallo, both lefties, lurking.
They ruled that an error.
Strike call. They put an error up on the board originally, now they've taken it off. That's got to be an error. Chopped to third base. That is a foul ball.
I'm looking here, and it's they're calling it an error. It says field error. Maybe they're going to change it.
Well, really, probably anybody else on the team doesn't score, but DeShields with his speed.
In the 3-2 count.
And the 3-2 count. Allowed him to come around all the way from first on a ball off the glove of the Tigers' second baseman. Hicks now behind the runner at first base. That's Chu. Profar waiting on a 3-2. Pulled foul to count.
Wow, they hit the net. No, they haven't extended their net here, have they?
By the way, the Tigers Rangers are back at it tomorrow night here in Arlington. Join us for Tigers Live beginning at 7 p.m. right here on Fox Sports Detroit. Was that the young man with the nachos earlier?
Yep, he's still happy now. He's got a baseball. That was ruled a hit, by the way.
The chewed ground ball?
Yeah.
There's the drive in the gap in right center. That's a base hit, and it's going to get by Castellanos to score the go-ahead run. Profar is on his way to third. It's a triple, an RBI, and the Rangers lead 7-6. Well, that thing hit the ground and then just scooted to the wall.
He's got some pop in that bat. Ball's out of the way, gets his arms out. And he just did not try and pull it. This ball stayed in tight. There's nothing he could do. That ball, once it got by him, he was going to score. Stand-up triple, RBI. They've got another with 2 down.
7-6 Rangers, and here is Nomar Mazara.
They've scored, 6 runs in the last 2 innings. Couple errors, base hits, and a walk.
Slap foul out of play. 0-2 now on Mazzara. He's had a night, a homer, a walk, a single, 2 runs scored. He has dropped a fly ball, though, which briefly gave the Tigers the lead.
Got to keep your cool. I know it's frustrating. She's got the ball.
Mazzara stays alive.
Boy, he's really bailing. He's got long reach, so 2 for 2, solo home run, single, walk, 2 runs.
Stump now has thrown 17 pitches in relief of Farmer here in the 7th. Missed high. Not by a whole lot. 1-2. Mazzara's home run came against Fulmer at the beginning of the game. There's Warwick Soppold, who also has been battling the flu.
Find a way to pick it up. You're just looking at the 2 dugouts. Got to look at the body languages.
Ooh. That was awfully close.
Just missed down in the zone. Did he clip the bottom of the zone? Looked like it. Alan Porter may have missed that.
Now he's gone 3-2. Joey Gallo waiting on deck, another left-handed batter. Stump didn't even start this inning, and he's up to 20 pitches.
Tried to get out of it, can't find a way.
Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Inning over, but Rangers answer with a couple of runs. They take the lead. 7-6 score, and you're watching Tigers baseball presented by Bell Tire. It could be. Come to Comerica, your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. Visit ChevyDetroit.com. See why Chevy drives to Motor City. And by Wallside Windows, we can do that. We are the factory. Back here in Arlington, where we've had a wild one back and forth affair tonight. Tigers let a 5-1 lead get away. Now they trail by a run, and we've got a new pitcher on now. It's going to be Jake Diekman coming in.
Yeah, hard throwing lefty. He's got a good heater, throws a good slider. Started in Philly, I believe. 15 games. ERA of 4.76. He's doable. He's got a 1.76 whip, so he's walked 11 and he's only struck out 15. So he's a guy we can get.
And the first punt home to Martin is a strike. Tigers have the top of the lineup coming up. Jake Diekman had to come back from 3 surgeries last year for ulcerative colitis, a condition that they had to have 3 surgeries to repair. And he missed outside, and the count levels now 1-1. Martin, Candelario, and Castellanos top 3 here in the 8th. One and two.
Well, watching Dixon Machado, he goes into the dugout. Who's going to say anything to him? He feels terrible. He's thinking, he's grinding on that. Nick Castellanos comes up. It really matters in times like this. You got to get him to get off that and get on. Like he did the best he could. It didn't work out. It's a team game. Got to rally, boys.
Saw that a couple of starts ago for Liriano. Or was that in KC when the Tigers gave it up? I think Wilson gave up a big hit, and Liriano came and slapped him on the back and said, we'll get him next time.
That's all you can really do. It's frustrating. You can be mad if you want, but it's not going to help you win the game.
The 1-2 is low. 2-2 the count. Well, it's been a big night for Martin. He's homered, he's walked, he's doubled. Let's make it even bigger.
Anyway, get on anyway. Obviously, you want to get guys on for Nick.
Fly ball in the air toward right center field. Long run to Shields. Gets there. He outran that ball.
Looked like it got in on Lenny just a little bit. Didn't quite get it all. The Shields can fly. Looking for a little, whatever they call it. When they put a little extra in there, he caught that. He can scoot, huh? Good job. Ooh, that almost came out. Snow cone.
One gone. Here is Candelario. Candy looks at a strike. Give you explain why. We saw a picture there of DeShields. You could see a lot of the palm of his hand. The outfielders don't seem to wear their gloves all the way in.
No, they don't. You just need the fingers. You need to control the fingers. Like I put 2 fingers, my little finger and my right ring finger, all the way into the little finger of the glove. And the middle finger went over to the ring finger of the glove. Does that make sense?
I'm following.
So you got 3 fingers really all the way over to the end of the glove.
Right.
1 finger out and the thumb in. So it gives you a better pocket, a longer pocket, and it just makes the glove a lot softer. If the ball goes into your glove and there's no finger behind it,
They'll kind of nestle in there.
well, you want to have your glove tuned perfectly so if it hits the edge, it just goes right in there.
Right in, yeah.
We'll get some shots. I'll pull a couple out as we go on. Next couple of games, I'll show you how it works. Because you don't always get it in the pocket. You just want to get your leather on it. You need it to nestle right into towards the pocket.
2-2 on Candelario. Single, walk, and a run scored tonight for Tiger third baseman. 7-6. Rangers had the lead. That's flared into shallow center field. Who's going to get there? Look out. It's dropped. Oh, that's a break for the Tigers. Almost a collision, and then Connor Falefa dropped it.
Should be on second base. You can tell if you're running, you can tell this is going to be a communication drill. Got to get out of that box. You got to run. You got to. He ran pretty hard. Smartly held up. The game's crazy, isn't it? You just can't predict. You cannot assume any one thing's going to happen. You got to make things happen. Yeah.
And Connor Falefa.
They're taking care of their pitchers.
1 ball, no strikes. Castellanos now with a runner at first and 1 out.
Well, it works good for Nick. Candy's there. He's got all this to go to. Wide open. Put it through there, Nick.
Didn't go.
Tell you what, Bill Miller down there, he's had about 6 of those calls. All of them have been safe. Got to get the bat head out there. We'll take it.
So now 2-0 on Castellanos. Single, double, single in his last 3 at bats, plus an RBI. Rangers now have 2 errors. Tigers have 1. Tigers have left 9 more men on base in this game. Off the outer edge, 3-0.
Let's look at the most multi-hit games. Nick Castellanos 36, D. Gordon 35. He's up on top. 2 singles and a double tonight. Looking for more. See, he's swinging right here.
Walked in, ball 4. 2 men on with 1 out. How about the upcoming matchup presented by Wallside Windows in game 2 tomorrow night? Mike Miner and Mike Fiers will get together.
Miner 3-1. I think he started in the Braves organization. He's thrown pretty good. He's another guy who I think he had some medical issues. Mike Fiers 2-2 for the Tigers. Doesn't walk anybody, and he's crafty. Going to play good D behind all these pitchers. Can't say it's went great for the Tigers defensively today. They've made some mistakes. That just makes it harder on themselves. But they keep grinding it out. It's interesting to watch these times when it gets frustrating. People get frustrated in how they react. Again, Gardy, I've been watching him. He's disappointed. He wants to make plays. He wants guys to get the bases. But he'll take care of it in his own way. You can't jump ship on your team.
Jimenez has joined Sappold in the Tigers bullpen. So here is Victor now, 2-run single back in the 3rd. Strike 1 right at the knees at 94 from Diekman.
Good opportunity.
Diekman has appeared in as many as 73 games in relief. That was back in his Philly days. Chopped to third base, fair ball. They'll go to second, get 1 0. He's safe off the bag. They will get Martinez at first, but the throw pulled Connor Falefa off the bag.
Good job by Nick staying on too. See, Texas is looking to see if they want to review. Ball came up, took a nasty hop. Ruling he was off.
That's a good pickup there.
They're going to review it.
Now they are. From the naked eye, it didn't appear that he had a chance to stay on the bag there, but they're going to give it a shot.
It's late in the game. Why wouldn't you? Looked like he was on. No, I don't know. I think he's off because he had to pick it, didn't he?
He had to pick it, correct.
I'd like to see Nick slide right here. This guy, you get hurt sometimes when you don't.
Wow, that's close.
Is it good enough to reverse it?
No, in my opinion, no. What do you think?
Looks like he's coming off to me.
Yep.
And the umpire had a good look. You know what I'm saying?
He was right there. He had a great look.
What a game, huh? Last 2 innings. Wow, it's got everything in it.
It really has.
Bullets, dribblers, mistakes, replays. Had a couple big ones. Tigers had a big one where they won the reversal. Iglesias' ball was fair. Nassara missed it. Gave him an error on that.
See, they're going to be a double play here, or Hicks is going to have a chance to bat. Tying run at third. Oh, they called him out. A double play. That'll end the inning. 5-4-3. And the Tigers are turned back.
Play Machar makes an error. Hicks makes a good stop, eats it, doesn't see the runner scoring from third base, and then Machado thinks he's got it and doesn't make the play. And you see the plays, and that's right there is a lack of communication by DeShields. Tigers scored on that. So it's been a back and forth game. A lot could have happened, a lot of communication deals, a lot of pitchers. And the Tigers trail by 1 going into the bottom of the 8th.
Here's Joey Gallo showing bunt with the severe shift that they play on against him. Warwick Sopel now is out of the Tigers bullpen.
So why do we show that? I mean, I think it's, you got to look at how these games can be won and lost. And it's interesting to see how they're going to react. They're all trying. But do they learn from it? And I can just know, as being a manager, you really can't be mad because you know the effort's there. But you have to, you know, do you yell at them? Do you wait till tomorrow? Do you do it after the game? Do you say nothing? You just come out and do your work. That's probably the best way, because you can't let your frustration by a result get in the way of what you establish with your team.
But when do you say something? I mean, how many times would something have to happen before you would address it?
Well, I mean, it depends on a lot of things that you see, you know, in preparation, during, before, after the games. And maybe a player comes to you and says something to you, you know.
Yeah.
I've had a player come up to me and say, you know, you need to give it to us. But it's too early for that. We're not even to 40 games left. We played some great games. This is a tough game tonight. because I think that both teams would say that they could have taken control of the game by making some plays.
Here's Candelario, third base side, and it finally falls into his glove. One away now. MLB at Bat is your #1 Detroit Tigers app. Customize your experience to catch every moment this season. Get Tigers home screen icons and features such as MLB.tv Game of the Day and a whole lot more. Download MLB at Bat today. One away now with a 1-run ball game. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He had a huge 2-run double in the 6th. Strike one. Kiner-Falefa with 2 outs, double down the line, bringing the Rangers to within 1 at that point, 5-4. Zapoltis, the third Tiger out of the pen in this game. That one's rolled foul back toward the dugout. And again, I know we've kind of talked about this, but the Tigers, man, if they've left 10 more on base tonight, and this is on the heels of a 4-game series in KC in which they stranded 37.
Well, they've had opportunities, that's for sure. Everybody will be working on it. All the coaches, all the players, they'll all evaluate it.
2-2 on Kiner-Falefa. Slice the other way, but right at John Hicks.
We got to get this third out, get right in here. Get Guzman. You know, the Tigers declared they were going to do a rebuild, right? So this is part of the painful things that go down with it. They've moved some guys around. Miggy's, come on, they lost their best player. Miggy's out, not only offensively but defensively. So you're trying to replace him, and Hicks has done some very good things. But he's also shown inexperience, that's all. Machado been playing mostly shortstop most of his career. He's over on the other side of the diamond. So it's a new crew, a new coaching staff. It takes time to learn, and they'll make decisions along the way.
2-0 on Guzman. 3-0.
You know, we were talking earlier about it would be nice to just sync up for, you know, a good series here and that. I think that's what they would have planned as well. Hasn't happened yet this game, but it doesn't mean we can't come back and win it. Then it's all fun. The jokes will be funny.
Ball 4. 2-out walk for Guzman.
Just like we promised, it's time for the Miller Lite hold true moment. The triple with the dagger right here. Go ahead, run. Jurickson Profar. It has put the Tigers behind by a run. 2-out walk. In the bottom of the 8th, Tigers got to get on the offense. Get out of here with this out.
Chirinos rolls the foul. Robinson Chirinos with a tough night, 0 for 3, couple of strikeouts. Swing and a miss.
He lets it go, doesn't he? Got a couple strikeouts. And
Keone Kela warming up. He will get the 9th. Swing and a miss, and that'll end the inning. Chirino strikes out for the third time tonight. We go to the ninth. Tigers have Hicks, Jones, McCann. Now as we go to the ninth inning, and the Tigers have John Hicks to lead things off. The closer is on for the Rangers, Keone Kela. Hicks is 1 for 4 tonight, and he looks at ball one.
Just come in with a little 98 piece right there. All the closers, it seems like, you know, they're 95 and above. Won and lost 2 apiece. 6 for 6 in save opportunities. Just has a 6.55 ERA. Might want to take a strike.
Big rip there at 98 again. So the first 2 out of the chute at 98 miles an hour. Kela has allowed some runs, 5 runs in his last 2 innings. But again, as Gibby mentioned, he is 6 for 6 in the save opportunities. 1-2 now on Hicks.
From 84 to 98, that's a big speed fluctuation. That's very deceiving. When the guy throws 98, you're trying to start it early. You get your foot down early, so you're not prepared for the 84.
Swing and a miss. He went around. Hicks trying to hold up, tried to sell it, couldn't do it. 1 gone.
See, it looked like he pulled the string on him.
Jacoby Jones has a pair of doubles in this game. 2 of the 12 Tigers hits. Nunez at third base guarding the line. That 98 was on the inside part of the plate.
It appears it's fastball, curveball so far. Kobe gets on. Probably going to try and steal. Make something happen.
Kela, 25 years old. Rangers 12th round pick. He went the community college route. Everett's Community College, Everett, Washington.
Ball really taken off too, huh? Looks like it tailed.
Meanwhile, another appeal down to Bill Miller.
He hasn't got anybody yet. Let's keep it that way.
Here's the 2-1. Didn't go. Another appeal. That wasn't even close. 3-1. McCann on deck. Well, he reached back again for 98. 3-2.
3-2 now. This is the pitch. Watch the. This is a nasty curveball. Look at. Watch the release right here. He really cranks it down. Look at the spin.
That's the pitch to Hicks that struck him out with.
Yeah, that's coming in at 84 miles an hour after he just throws you 98. It's going to be a heater here. No.
And he got him. Strike 3. Caught him looking off speed again, and now Keller with a pair of strikeouts.
It looks like a lot of strain on somebody's elbow right there, but this good pitch. Gives up on it. I think it's going to be high. Look at how far it comes down. Tigers down to the last runner. Last hitter, it's James McCann, and I'm sure that he gets on, we'll have a pinch runner.
Mack is 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts and 2 groundouts. Drilled to center field. That ball is going to sink and drop. Base hit. Tying run is on. McCann with a base hit and 2 outs here in the 9th.
Got a runner.
Victor Reyes coming in.
James jumped on that first pitch. Attaboy James. He's going to leave it up to Iggy. Well, Reyes is going to have to. I don't know if he'll try and steal this or not. Get a time on Keller.
Tigers are 1-15 when trailing after 8 coming into this one tonight. Let's turn that around. Iglesias has been on base 3 times, reaching on an error in the 7th, which allowed the Tigers to get a run in. And Iggy looks at a strike 0-1.
He's a candidate to steal. 139.
Jimenez and Shane Green warming up.
It's tied. It's Jimenez. They're ahead. It's Green.
The 0-1. Fly ball, right field, should do it. Mazzara is under it, and the Rangers win a wild one here in Game 1 in Arlington. 7-6 final score. Now to the Call Sam Studios we go. John Keating with Tigers Live postgame.